The sacred mountain of Thimbleventer. The joint's supposed to be the link between Inferno and Paradiso. They say there is an entrance to Inferno, the gates of hell, somewhere on this mountain. No one knows where, though. Hell, no one even knows if it's true or not. The only reason this overgrown rock is worshipped like some god in the first place is that no one's ever been able to get close to the damn thing. It's like it don't want you there. Every climber ends up stranded or worse. And don't even try to fly a plane near that place, or bada boom! But at least your soul doesn't have a long walk to whichever afterlife you got lined up, right? I'll wait for you in Noatun, at the foot of the mountain. Just hurry up with whatever it is you gotta do and get back there, all right? And the hotel's going on your account, with a minibar too. Gotta keep myself busy while I'm waiting. Forget about it. I love those miniature drinks.
I can't believe you, Enzo. I didn't know the in-flight service was exclusive to fat Italians.
Renting the plane ain't free, you know. That reminds me, you owe Alex the kid for the charter. Whoa! Shit! There it is. That's Thimbleventer. Not such a bad place when you look at it. Oh, but you gotta have a death wish to get close to that damn place if you ask me. Wow. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. What the hell? Where did these clouds come from?
Sorry, Enzo. This is where I get off. Say hi to the wife and kids for me.
What? Wait, what? You're joking, right? I can't fly this piece of shit! Ah! I told you I can't have nice things.
Jeanne, I'm on my way. Just behave yourself for a bit longer.
Hello everybody, my name is Rolak, and welcome to Bayonetta 2. It's been a while since we've done the first game. I was meaning to do this last year, but some things arose. More or less, I kind of forgot to do it, and was kind of burnt out by Rune King last year. But that's besides the point. So, Bayonetta 2, quite a bit different from the first game. So much to discuss, really. First off, breaking up this chest here, we get ourselves a Yellow Moon Lollipop. That is one of our items that we can equip to any of the D-pad, well, except for down, because that's taunting. Yellow Moon Lollipops create a magical barrier which prevents damage taken from a while. Grab this guy over here, an Umbran Crow. Similar to the first game. I think they were in the first game, can't quite remember. Similar to the first game, there are quite a few collectibles, such as Broken Witch Hearts, Broken Moon Pearl pieces, and Umbran Tears of Blood. You might be wondering, well, what do Umbran Tears of Blood do? Well, aside from the Umbran Crows, there are also bewitchments. Bewitchments are, in simple terms, achievements. You get them for completing certain tasks, such as completing a certain amount of chapters, doing a few certain things that are very specific, but nothing too overly complicated or really crazy. Roaming around Purgatorio, there's a few things for us to collect right off the bat, such as this little book over here. A new beginning, a fragment of a memory that somehow escaped the notebook it was written in. Similar to Antonio's notes in the first game, there are going to be a lot of collectible readings and lore tidbits across the world. There was a unicorn horn. Crafting is in this game as well. We can't do it just yet. There are 3 main components, being a unicorn horn, mandrake root, and a baked gecko. Using these combined will get you certain goodies. Over here is a purple magical lollipop. Purple lollipops restore your magic, or just fill it to a certain extent. Halos, the currency of the game, same as it was in the first game. Smash this open, grab ourselves a green one, which restores health. Now, I should mention, using items in this game is not ideal, because if you use an item, it will reduce your overall score, which is not fantastic. But if you need to use one, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, I have no control over what you do in the game, so you do you. Got another note here, and we have this. It seems to be the reflection of an Umbran resting place which existed in the past. I'll have to collect each of the broken pieces while this remembrance of time is visible. New to this game are collectible chests, I guess you can call them. We'll initiate just a little mini game, and we have to collect these pieces in the time allotted, or else we'll have to restart the whole thing. First one being quite simple, and just a straight path over to this pier over here. There we go. The broken pieces combine to restore the resting place to its original form. Alright, and that thing's complete over there. Just a few more goodies over here. Breaking pretty much everything in the entire overworld will get you some amount of goodies. So yeah, Bayonetta 2, released for the Wii U, because Nintendo was the only company that actually wanted Platinum and Sega to actually make this game, or allow them to actually be on their console, as far as I'm aware. Every other company didn't want it. Sony didn't want it, Microsoft didn't want it, apparently. But this was released on the Wii U way back in 2014. Good lord, it's been over 10 years since this game out, good god. Bloody Rose Lollipop, that will increase your damage output for a short amount of time. Alright, and I don't think there's much else to do out here. But over here, unknown entrance, we have a portal. Muspelheim. Similar to the Alfheims in the first game, Muspelheims are basically combat challenges. Explanation right here. Muspelheim, the land of origin and gathering place of true warriors. Here you can test your skills with different challenging battles. Fulfill each battle's victory conditions to receive rare rewards. No penalties for losing, so you may repeat the challenges as many times as you like. Thank God for that, because some of these can get very annoying. First one being a simple timed battle. We just have to defeat all the enemies in the amount of time, starting off with an accolade. Or acceptance. I can't remember which one of these is, because these guys actually didn't really get like a proper introduction. There we go. Hey. Perfect. Get the Bewitchment battle on all planes, which I'm pretty sure just is complete a fight in both the overworld and in Muspelheim. I don't know. Broken Witch Heart. This is essentially a piece of heart. Collect 4 of these and you'll increase your overall health. Pretty helpful. To be perfectly honest, I don't think you really need to increase your overall health, because if you're pretty good at this game, you don't need to worry about that. But obviously being me and being a Let's Play, so we're gonna probably have some issues here and there. And it just looks nice to have your overall health increased by a substantial amount. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't really move too quickly underwater. We're actually able to traverse underwater. And dodging so many times in a row will cause Bayonetta to do a little flip. That's to prevent dodge spamming, I guess. That's okay. Different path is now visible on the other side of the rift. It seems like the remnants of some special power that fades away with the slightest touch. Seems somebody's watching us. Can run fast again and Panther Within. Fragments of Memory. I am going to be reading all of these in separate videos, similar to how I did in the first game. Like a few episodes, break, do a lore video explaining both the Notebook, Infernal Demons, Limigadon's Guidebook. We haven't actually opened up this, have we? No, we have. It's the Limigadon's Guidebook we haven't really opened up just yet. That's a bit of a spoiler. And the Hierarchy of Laguna. Acceptance. That's what they are. Accolades are different. Be reading everything we encountered in a subset amount of episodes, and then we will continue on. It's pretty simple. Going into here, got our first flying enemies. These are, I think they're caches. I don't know, it's kind of like the little flying enemies in the first game that I cannot remember the name of for whatever reason. Where they're kind of grouped in with another just big guy. Weirdly enough, this is the first official verse if you don't do the Muspelheim level. There we go. Alright. A bit weird to have a first proper fight underwater, but yeah, that's just how the game works. Yeah, time wasn't too great. I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of not time greats in this game because they're a bit stingy on when you want to, you know, actually have a good time. Should probably also go over magic. Magic has been slightly reworked in this game. Instead of just doing simple torture attacks, which is really the only thing that magic really did in the first game, aside from power up your shots like these, which also happens in this game as well. In addition to doing torture attacks, you can use Umbra Climax, which is essentially Bayonetta's serious mode whenever she fought one of the Cardinal Virtues bosses in the first game. Every one of your attacks sends off a Wicked Weave, and it pretty much can just clear an entire area very easily. It also just deals a shit ton of damage. That's the main part. Use Witch Time. It can only damage enemies in Witch Time, so we just have to wait for these guys to attack. Okay, let's... Brilliant start me. Okay, we're restarting this one. I apologize. Alright, let's try again. There we go. Oh, that doesn't actually do anything. Gonna be sure to use the right combos in Witch Time. There we go. Want to go for quick, strong attacks. Punch, Kick, Punch is a good one, as it just sends off a Wicked Weave almost immediately. So yeah. And that's a perfect pure platinum. The best rank you can grab. And we grab ourselves a half of a Broken Moon Pearl. Collect 2 of these and you'll increase your magic by 1 orb. Now you might be thinking, well, if we have more magic, then we can have more time in Umbra Climax. Not really. Umbra Climax only lasts as long as a full bar of magic. If you have any other additional magic, it won't really last much longer. But if you have another full bar of magic, such as just like another full length of pearls there, you'll be able to activate it immediately after. That's really the only benefit to having more magic. And of course, you know, having more opportunities to do torture attacks in case you want to take out some enemies that are just kind of annoying to deal with. But aside from that, Umbra Climax is really the one you want to be going for because it's just really, really good. Like, really good damage. Okay. Out here. Go back here. Nothing. Go back. And we get some more enemies. There are a bunch of hidden verses all over the game for some reason. I don't know why they do this. Gotta kind of go looking for enemies. I don't, like, fully hate it or anything. I just find it to be a little bit annoying. Using torture attacks on certain enemies will also allow them to drop weapons. Angelic weapons are pretty powerful. some of them can pretty much wipe out an entire group of them with no problem. The only downside is that they're a bit tricky to get combos in, but otherwise they're really powerful.
Santa don't get paid enough for this shit. When Ed and Edna found their daddy wasn't coming back, it made me stay all the way through dinner.
Don't pretend you weren't delighted.
I hear Enzo's wife makes a lovely casserole.
It was damn good. I'll give you that. Anyway, tell me how my babies are doing.
They're behaving quite well. They found plenty of playmates here.
Figured they would. Noatun had some deep connections with Fimbulventer and the Gates of Hell back in its day. Wouldn't be surprised to find a few of those playmates that like it rougher than the typical bunch. Anyway, you need any supplies, just make sure you keep bringing me these halos. And remember, I ain't here to get up in your business. My business is making things that do business. So don't come crying to me when You think you gotta do everything alone? I'm here to help. Just make sure you don't bust a cap at my ass.
Oh, Rodon, you're so crazy. So, the Gates of Hell, returning from the first game, is your one-stop shop.
Welcome to the Gates of Hell. We've lit our prices on fire, so there won't be hell to pay. Come on, I gotta say some cheesy shit sometimes.
Alright, so, there's going to be symbols on certain things which are the hottest of the hot in the shop. These are technically the must-haves. So if we go to, say, techniques, there are some things that you kind of need. And I agree, but what I really want is to grab Bat Within, because this is pretty handy. Bat Within is, if you're a bit late on the timing of a dodge, this will activate, and it'll still activate which time. We also want to buy Crow Within, not because it's a really helpful ability, but more so to the fact that it's going to be helpful for traversing certain things. I'm going to grab Witch Twist, or Witch Strike, because that's a good uppercut that can lead into more combos. Weapons, we don't have any to unlock just yet. Accessories are accessories. Each of these have certain attributes that can be beneficial to gameplay. One of the best ones, not really a huge fan of this one, is Celine's Light. This one, we can actually try and see what it does. Celine's Light activates when you get hit by an enemy attack. It automatically activates which time when you get hit. So in case you get hit, you can just go ahead and just combo right after you get hit. It depends on the hit though, because certain enemies can knock you back pretty far and may waste up your witch time. Depending on how much magic you have in the reserve, it can use up to 4 to extend witch time extensively. The Inferno Communicator, this calls upon little devils, I think. What is going on? Press and hold. Okay. Okay. Give me a chance to activate them. Yeah, it summons little dudes. What do they do? Oh, they just add extra damage onto your attacks. That's actually pretty good. Huh, okay. I think it gets rid of your torture attacks. I'm not too sure. I'm thinking you just have to hold it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Pulley's Butterfly. This activates a barrier. Yeah, creates butterflies, which act as temporary shields. Pretty helpful. You can spawn up to, it looks like 4? 5. Wow, really? Okay, it's like 4 hits. No, also might depend on the... No, it's 3. Yeah, okay. That's pretty handy. Star of Danita. This replenishes your health while you're taunting enemies. Pretty helpful. Evil Harvest Rosary. Instead of activating Witch Time, this will instead deal damage back to enemies. Gaze of Despair automatically enrages enemies. You can enrage enemies by taunting. It'll make them attack faster, but it'll also increase your combo multiplier. Mallet of Rewards is a new one introduced in Bayonetta 2. This will increase the amount of halos and items that will drop when enemies are killed by torture attacks. Pretty handy. Moon Mahakala. This acts as a parry, similar to Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Just push the left stick in the direction of the enemy when they attack. I'm pretty sure this can activate Witch Time. It's just an alternative way of repelling some enemies' attacks. And there are a few that are unavailable. Yeah, that's fine. Items. You can buy pretty much every lollipop we've encountered so far. Midas' Testament. This increases the amount of halos get dropped, I think. Red Hot Shot is a revive. Once you die, you'll be able to use this. It does count as an item used, so you will be having reduced score, unfortunately. You can buy a Witch Heart and a Moon Pearl. This will increase straight up your health and magic by 1 amount, which is pretty handy. Rodon's Treasures, we haven't unlocked yet. Actually, no, there is one. It's the Super Mirror. These contain certain costumes. We have the Super Mirror 2, the Super Mirror 64 2. This one contains the... Yes. This is the one that contains the Nintendo costumes. You can dress up as a bunch of different Nintendo characters. And Amiibo. So, newly introduced into this version of the game, I think, I'm not too sure, you can scan certain Amiibos and you can get prizes and stuff. In fact, if you scan a specific one, such as Bowser... Special delivery from the Mushroom Kingdom. Even for all the golf, tennis, and go-karting, these folks remember their manners. Got some tea I picked up in Kyoto. I wouldn't mind splitting with them. Following weapons unlocked, Chain Chomp. That is a brand new weapon. You know what? I have another amiibo. Actually, I got a couple of amiibos. Hang on. Okay. I have the one. I have a Daisy amiibo because I'm based. Does this do anything? Oh. Wait, I just straight up unlocked that? Oh. Hell yeah. Cool. That's really cool. Okay, cool. Well, that unlocks that. Very nice. I don't know where my other amiibos are. I think they're still in storage. God, it's been 2 years. So yeah, Chain Chomp. Should go over what the Chain Chomp does. So the Chain Chomp. Where is it? In weapons. What am I doing? We go over here. Chain Chomp is a very special item. So Chain Chomp, you kind of just swing it around on your feet. Pretty handy. Holding down, similar to when, like, say, holding down the button while you're attacking has different effects depending on the weapon. For Chain Chomp, you simply hold it down and kick them. Chain Chomp also has the unique passive of just attacking enemies automatically, so it's a pretty good way of maintaining your combo if you aren't attacking any enemies. Normally, through normal gameplay, to unlock this, you have to acquire a golden LP, which specifically plays the bomb on battlefield. Oh, he goes to sleep! Oh, that's cute. I never noticed that. I never knew that happened. That's fun. Completing the game on hard, every chapter on hard will unlock the Super Mario 64 LP, which plays Bomb on Battlefield when you give it to Rodon, and unlocks the Chain Chomp. But considering that I'm playing on normal, and I don't want to play on hard throughout the entirety of the game, because I would like to enjoy the game I'm playing, I just tapped the amiibo just to show off the weapon, because I wanted to show off the weapon. And what other way to do that than just use the amiibo? You can only do that in the Switch version, by the way, because I don't know if the original Bayonetta 2 release on Wii U had the amiibo feature. I think it was before amiibo was properly introduced. I don't know. It's flying all over the place. Okay, there's nothing here as far as... No, just a weird little cave. Looks like something should be there. Should be there, but there isn't. Okay, bust this open. Don't think there's anything down here. There isn't. I think he attacks pots. Okay, well that was a waste. Lovely. Do you attack random nearby things? What are you attacking? What is it, boy? What do you see? What do you see, boy? Are you pointing at the hidden secret thing that I'll have to explain in a later episode? I know he also... Oh, he also attacks chest. Maybe he's pointing out this one. Is that what you're doing? Okay. Thanks, buddy. Ah, there's a Midas Testament. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I guess he barks at... Huh, cool. Didn't know that. Okay. Another Remembrance of Time thingamajig. I'm going to state this right off the bat. I'm not going to be getting every single technique that's available, unfortunately. There are some techniques that are pretty good, such as Witch Twist. Afterburner Kick is also really good. It's a jumping strike that combos pretty well into most other combos. I'm not going to be getting a few, because simply just a few of them aren't really necessary or good. Good lord, thank God they give you a lot of time on this one. Alright, come on. Yep. Really? There we go. I apologize. Good lord. Alright. Let's go unlock that. There are a few things down there as well. We'll have to get into that in just a moment. There are a couple more things for us to collect here, unfortunately. Well, it's not really unfortunate. There we go. Formed a Witch Heart, increasing our health, and there we go. I'm curious as to what all the amiibos unlock now, actually. I have a handful of them. I do have a Link amiibo. That might unlock the Link outfit. I don't know where it is, though. I have a Banjo-Kazooie one. I have a Kirby one somewhere. I don't have a lot. We'll see. Maybe I'll borrow some amiibos from friends to try them out. Alright, what's this one? Defeat enemies, earn time. Pretty simple. Got a time limit. Time limit will increase when we kill more enemies. Ah. There we go. There we go. There's Witch Twist. It's also just a really good method of getting your combo up into the air. Damn it! It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a torture attack, but whatever. I'll take the damage. There we go. Not my best performance, but I'm not really too miffed about getting good ranks on this. As long as I get a decent platinum throughout most of the game, I don't care. Golds, I'm fine with. As long as I'm not getting stones or bronzes, because that would be... Ew. I don't want that. I'm not that bad, trust me. Have I pure platinumed every single combat in the entire game? Fuck no. You really think I have the time for that? Barely have enough time to do a damn Let's Play these days. Alright, anything else in this area? I don't think so. Alright.
These punches don't know when to quit. What I ever do to them? Shite. I'm never gonna reach Fimbulventa at this rate. Well, at least it won't be a boring trip. see me?
You're putting on quite a show, little magician.
Oh, you like that, huh? Wait till you see the climax. Silly girl.
You'll have to do better than that to earn a tip, my dear.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just an innocent little girl lost in Wonderland, suffering at the hands of the Queen's trumped-up troops.
Cute one, huh? Enough riddles. How can you see me?
Because we're both in Purgatorio, you see.
Purgatorio?
So, are we heading to Fimbulventer on a shopping trip for Mummy, little one?
Maybe. But she told me never to talk to strangers. Stay out of my way, or I'll make sure you never get in it again.
Ooh, scary. Off with their heads, eh?
Damn it! They must have heard me.
Third Sphere Archangel's Accolade. So the big ones are accolades. Okay, good to know. Use up the last of the bow. For some reason not activate Witch Time, even though I believe that was decently timed. Are you going to come up? Yes, there we go. Nope, keep him in there. Okay. Accolades have an unfortunate habit of kicking when you're right behind them. Just climax these guys. Bam. Come here, you. I want your staff. There we go. Alright, probably not a fantastic performance, but it's not terrible. Alright. Okay, platinum. That's good. Where's the staff? There it is. This is a pretty handy one. And from doing that in battle, we get this. Angelic Hymns Gold LP Entrance of the Gladiators. A golden LP featuring the crystallized voices of angels. Some sort of silhouette is drawn upon the surface. Bring these to Rodon, he will get us a new weapon. Now, the Gates of Hell is just right over there, but I kind of want to just go forward a little bit longer. Relics. No. Ooh. Much like the moon's effects, I feel my magic power increasing as I approach this object. May be able to control gravity with this, even during the daytime. Step through here, and we do just that.
If you're looking for the kid, he went that away.
First Sphere Cherubim Valiance.
I'm afraid I don't have time to dance too long. A friend is waiting for me.
Valiance is a pretty simple... Ah, okay, as I immediately get grabbed by him. Lovely. At least it shows off a little quick time event you can do with him. Valiance, like I was saying, if you recall him from the... I've never seen this attack, what the fuck? Oh my god, okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, if you can actually see him do the attacks, which for some reason I'm not getting that opportunity. What is going on? Jesus. Okay, as I was saying, very simple, very large attacks that are kind of easy to anticipate. Once he drops a sword, you want to go for this. Smack him out from the climax. If you remember him from the Records of Time at the very beginning of the game, then you can kind of just gaze on how he's going to be going. Big enemy, big attacks. Just watch out for when he strikes, and you should be good to go. He also has a little feigning attack, so be aware of that. And that's about as best as I can expect it. Alright. So, you real quick. Haha. Alright, so we're going to call the episode here. I feel like it was a good stopping point. Probably should have stopped like 5 minutes ago, but it's fine. Next time on Bayonetta 2, we're going to be heading further into this chapter, seeing how much longer it'll be, and seeing if we can help out whoever's calling for help. See you guys next time.